Hey, run that thing up.
Yo, that clearly ain't work. What's the word, fellas?
What's going on?
Welcome to episode 6 of the Grade A Show. I'm gonna just get right into it. We're gonna start it off with my guys, Klippz, Drreco, Musa.
What it do?
Real quick,
What's going on, man?
Real quick. Who's y'all MVP this year? And before y'all answer, who's more important? I want y'all to take in consideration who's more important to their team right now when you guys choose this MVP. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna go Shea.
Shea?
The way that team is structured, I don't think that team run without Shea. They too young to run without Shea. That's what I believe. But,
right now we got Jokic number 1, Shea number 2. We got Embiid number 3. Of course he's out, but can't right now he got him at 35. Hopefully he's coming back. But we got Giannis at 4. Jason Tatum is at 5. Luka's at 6.
I don't like that. I don't like that order that they got. I feel like the Celtics got the best record in the league, so they need to be at least top. Tatum should be third, at least second.
What's going on?
Hold on, Klippz. I don't mean to stop you, man, but
we got a full squad today.
I wasn't properly able to introduce this fella last time he was on the pod, and my guy King's here, man.
What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody?
Jersey, stand up.
What's going on?
Sir.
What's going on?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the pod, man. Glad to have you here, man. My bad, Klippz. Go ahead. Who you had for the MVP right now? Your MVP. I think you muted right now.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm back. What's going on, fellas? My bad. First I want to say that NBA MVP order is trash. I don't see how Joker's at the top of the board over like Tatum and Shea. I mean, like, yes, his play is good, but remember, we count MVP to team success also, right? Usually how it goes, the person who be the front runner for MVP sometimes be having the best record in the league. So,
but they messed it up a couple years ago with Joker, though, when he was like the 4th or 6th.
We talking about what I'm saying? We talking about the present. We're not talking about the past.
But that's included because they had right now it went to a narrative driven thing because even when Russ won MVP, they were the 60, but because he won a triple double and Durant left, that narrative they gave it to him. But you are right, I do agree. Winning should be
like
hold to a high standard.
My thing is before it was like all the other years it was like when he won MVP 2 years ago, they had the best record in the league. So why not put Tatum in the 3rd spot? Because the Celtics still got the best record in the league. But my MVP is Shea because realistically, without Shea, that whole team don't go nowhere. They don't even move. Like,
I agree with that. Yeah, Shea is definitely.
He is the offense. He is the orchestrator at times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my dude J-Dub, he get it balling, but Williams he balls. But like, that team don't go nowhere without Shea. Everybody
else, ask you a question.
They team kind of could go somewhere without them.
Should Anthony Edwards be in the MVP conversation?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. And I was gonna throw that out there because
they're tied, I think, at the top of the West with OKC.
Yes.
And by the way, Jokic being that 1 doesn't bother me too much because I think from 4th seed to the 1st seed, that's all a game or 2 difference. So anyway, it could slice anyway.
My thing is like they're already pushing the Joker's gonna win. Like the, I mean, it's not like the media is talking like us as media, we're talking about Shea, obviously, but the league is gonna push it to be Joker again, and I don't want that.
Yeah, if Embiid not
his record,
I need it to be Shea. Like Shea's ball, this is his standout year alone. Like I don't want most improved for him. I want MVP. Like he's literally consistently dropping 30 a game. He's balling against everybody. Like I'm just nah. I don't.
It's a tight running right now because Joker's numbers and Joker's performance.
What would get Shea? I think what would jump Shea up is like he needs like if he have a marquee game, like a big scoring night, a 50-pointer or something like that, and they win 55-pointer and they win. That's what jump them up so they stop playing with my boy name a little bit.
We got to keep in mind too that it's a fan vote thing too, which I kind of like, but then I kind of don't like.
The media votes for it too.
Yeah,
because if I'm not mistaken, I think Chris Broussard, I think he has a vote. I don't know if he has it this year, but he had a vote for it in the past. So the media also votes on this as well. I also want to put out there, this is only a conversation because Joel Embiid's hurt. I think we can all agree if Joel Embiid is healthy and he's played those eligible games, he's getting MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had that in the bag.
For sure.
He had that in the bag.
Mm-hmm. The injury messed it up. The injury definitely messed it up for him.
But it's still crazy because by the end of this season, he's still going to be averaging over 30 points a game. He's still going to be averaging over 11 rebounds and 6 assists, even if he doesn't come back. Yeah. This one's tricky to me. Of course, I'm just going to go with Shai. I mean, I definitely agree. Best team in the West, and it's tough. Over 30 points a game. He's definitely brought that team a lot more advanced than where they were last year. I could definitely say that. It's kind of shocking to me that Luka is not in the top 5. It's nothing against Tatum. I do agree the NBA does need to get back to that, having the best team, the best player on that team, MVP. I feel like we haven't seen that since Russell Westbrook, maybe before Russell Westbrook won that triple-double MVP year.
Derrick Rose was one. When LeBron should have won it, Derrick Rose got it because they had the best record in the league.
Yeah, so I should have
won.
LeBron in Miami.
Oh, LeBron.
The year they robbed him of MVP and DPOY. No, those are 2 different years. Never mind.
But yeah, I mean, Luka right now is playing insane. I do think he is a sleeper. I do see him moving up in the MVP ladder, depending on if Dallas continues to make a run in the playoff seeding right now. I believe they're locked in at 6. But if he keeps on his tear and his run, I definitely could see him moving up. But right now, I would go with Shai. I would like to see Jason Tatum get up there, but I just don't see him being over Joker. I don't see him being over
Shea.
Embiid if he was healthy. Shea, just because Thunder is the top in the West right now. And Tatum right now is only averaging 27, 8.
Now, would you say
which is still good on that team?
He is leading that. He is leading the best team in the league, which has been the best team in the league all year in points and rebounds. He's their leading scorer and rebounder on that team.
Is how good the team are detrimental to Tatum's MVP?
And that's the issue that we have. I agree with you, Klippz. That's what I have. Where he's getting a hit because of how good his team is now, and because in the media all you hear is them talking about his finals run.
I mean, last year he was averaging 30 points a game, and I mean, we got Porzingis now, we got a Holiday now. Derek White has a higher step in scoring and stuff like that now. So, yeah, his numbers are going to go down a little bit. Jaylen Brown got $300 million a year, so he thinks he could average 25 to 30 points a game. So that's all.
He's taking the back seat a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean,
he's more like him and Porzingis like a 2A, 2B kind of thing.
Yeah,
because he's averaging I think like 23.
I think it's just hard for us to get back to the realm where give the MVP to the best player on the best team, because you got guys like Joker who's averaging 27, 28, and 12, and B 35, 36, and they would arguably probably be another 3rd seed. Luka's in the 6th seed, averaging almost 35, almost a triple double, and stuff. So
Giannis doing what Giannis do.
Yeah. So, but let me ask this: like, all right, out of all those guys, who do you think is the most valuable player to their team? Take that person off that team. Do you think
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? You drop him off. Who is replacing that 30? Giddy? Please stop.
Giddy's not giving.
I might go Luka.
Not 30 at all.
I might go Luka.
I'm either going either Shai or Luka, but I won't go Luka because he still got Kyrie can still do something. Like there's literally nobody on OKC that's picking up that 30, bro, a game consistently.
OKC actually winning.
I don't think Kyrie can carry that Dallas team without Luka, because one he has to stay in the lineup, which he doesn't do often.
Kyrie, I feel like Kyrie can. Kyrie has the potential too. He does
potential and results. Yeah, I think Dallas is the bottom of not the bottom of the West, but they're not in the play though. They're a playing team.
I was about to say bottom. That's nasty.
If that, without Luka, I think the same thing with Shai.
But I think Kyrie could carry him now because of the pieces they got now.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a lot more role pieces, so you could go down.
So take Luka off of Dallas. You have Kyrie. Who's the second best player on that team?
It'll be Tim Hardaway, Gafford,
mid.
Washington. But
hold on.
Jalen can still work.
Hold on, we
still work without Luka.
We're gonna sit here and say Kyrie's a 1A.
What do you mean? That's one.
Kyrie can run a team.
I'm not saying he can't. Know what I'm saying to you. If you remove Luka, right, Dallas is still able to do something with Kyrie there. They're going to win games. They'll be in the same predicament, but they'll still be okay, right? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's if you take Shai completely off, OKC drops to the bottom of the pack completely. That's what
Dallas.
I mean, if we was to compare the two, I definitely think, I feel your argument, but I don't think that Kyrie would and Dallas would make the play-in or the playoffs if Kyrie was running that team right now.
Wait, you said wait. If Kyrie was running that team, they wouldn't.
He's barely available. He's not there the whole season. He's barely available. He's in and out of the games. If he was healthy in there every single game, then I could see that argument. This
was the same argument they used against us when we said Kyrie was in Boston with better talent.
But that's my point. He had better talent over there, and I mean, it really wasn't him.
And to be honest. We all know with Luka off the team and Shai off the team, Kyrie's the best player on either of those teams. After that, the next 2 or 3 players are on OKC side. J-Dub I like better than anyone else on Dallas.
Yep.
Chet is clearly better than anyone else on Dallas besides Kyrie. And then I'll take Tim. Who's better? Is PJ Washington better than Chet or J-Dub?
I'm not. I was gonna say that.
What
I was gonna say was you can't really say that because you don't know what Derek Lively's finna turn into. Like these niggas, they just like okay, but besides PJ Washington, like Tim Hardaway is a known shooter. Like he's a known.
I'm about to say.
The ball barely in his hand. Like you take the ball out of James Harden's hand and tell him shoot, he gonna have trouble too.
What is Derek Lively gonna do? He's still raw.
That's what I'm saying to you. So you're taking to the account that they're still. You can't my thing is you can't say you don't know what the team's gonna be like because we just half of these players just got there. Yes, okay. Has players that's been established in that system for years. They're still rarely getting their feet wet. This is J-Dub's best season, realistically. So
so. It's actually they're kind of in the same boat technically. Gafford and PJ, sure, they just got there. I'll give you that. Hardaway been there the longest, so he ain't getting no excuse. Sorry. Derek Lively's a rookie. Chet is basically in his rookie year. J-Dub is in the second year. Josh Green's been there for 2 years.
They're all
in the exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
How can Mavs not be better off with Luka if Dallas has
they're in the same boat is what I'm saying.
Veterans, right? I don't think that because if you're talking about Tim Hardaway, who's been in the league, he's a veteran. You're talking about there's a lot of veteran presence on it. Dwight Powell, there's a lot of people on there that
he's not good as a second option. Is he going to be the second option? Because he's not going to be able to carry.
He change per game,
and he can't stay healthy either.
It changes, man. It fluctuates. So
you're not gonna tell me.
I'm just saying, given their injury history, Kyrie and Tim, given how Tim is very inconsistent, I don't see Dallas being okay or in the middle of the pack. I see them in around the same boat as OKC without Shea, towards the bottom playing area. That's just I don't. Derek Lively's not going to change lives. Gafford's not going to change lives. Kyrie's going to be able to do what Kyrie does, but again, he has to stay healthy. Tim Hardaway's inconsistent, but again, he has to stay healthy. Josh Green, PJ Washington, It's like Max Kleber. Are we going to mention Max Kleber? Like I just don't see it.
Okay.
Josh Giddey, because he can't make a jump shot. J-Dub is gonna have to take more usage because he's one of the main points of offense. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Chet, I don't see how Chet is gonna be like. I feel like they're just gonna be in the same like tier. What I'm saying.
Isn't Luka like the most ball dominant guard in the league right now?
Yeah, I think he's number 2. I think he's number 2 in
I can't say yes or no because I don't know I don't have the stat. The usage.
I think as far as usage rate, I think him and Embiid was like top.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Top
1
3.
and 2. Mm-hmm. Top 3.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I definitely feel the argument, but I must say, Milwaukee without Giannis, you guys think they'll make the top 6?
No,
because I think
Chris Middleton and Dame.
You got
Chris
Middleton ended up the lineup
50-50.
It's a toss-up, but I doubt it.
I wouldn't say top 6. They'd be a play-in.
No.
Wait, then again, let me think. You got Boston, Philly, Miami, Indiana, New York, Cleveland. Hold on.
Cleveland.
What's that? 16 in the ring though?
Over Milwaukee. I mean, I'm looking at that team like a Dame.
They could probably make 7, play-in 6, 7, 6, 7. I got Cleveland without Giannis. I think Cleveland's better.
The playoffs with less. I'm not hearing that.
Dame did.
Yes, he has, but I'm also taking consideration Middleton being hurt, and then Brook Lopez is your second best player. I don't know, but I would say 6 or 7. They still will be the 5th seed. I'll say that.
You still got Malik Beasley though.
You got who?
Malik Beasley.
I know that wasn't a serious take right there.
Man, he's in the same boat as Tim Hardaway. They can shoot, but they're not going to be consistent.
I'm not putting him in the same boat as Tim Hardaway.
Okay. Tim Hardaway's a better scorer. I'm putting them. I'm speaking off the fact of them being not consistent. But Hardaway's a better all-around scorer. I won't argue that.
He's a better defender too.
Shit, they both ain't really good defending, but
I
would agree.
You said we're averaging more?
Yeah.
I think Tim is. But I think Tim's gonna.
I wouldn't. That's a slippery slope to go down, but the average. But I don't even know because I don't pay attention to neither of them dudes.
And Tim is like the third option, right?
Tim Hardaway right now is averaging 17 points a game.
Was that his career?
That was what?
Is that the most he ever averaged? 17?
No, I don't think that's. Oh well, I don't know if it's for that season. It might be.
No, we got 2018, 2019 with the Knicks. He was averaging 19 points a game.
I'll say a bucket less. Okay, and the Knicks was
not
that good. Okay.
Malik Beasley is averaging 11 points. 11.5.
He's a spot-up shooter.
His highest, which I do remember this in Minnesota, he was averaging 20 points a game.
Malik Beasley?
2019, 2020.
Malik Beasley was averaging.
But look at it right now.
Well, points. This is nasty slope to go down though, but I digress.
Malik Beasley, that man, though, boy. He took Jordan's sidekick, Know what I mean?
I think he was a lot more of a factor in his a couple years ago than what he is now. I don't really see him doing too much with Milwaukee right now.
LeBron would have loved that. LeBron would have loved some of that usage in LA. But you gotta should have put on a Laker jersey. They can't shoot.
You gotta have the ball in your hand, bro. Certain people too ball dominant, bro.
There's a lot of people too ball dominant in the league.
One thing LeBron gonna do, he gonna find his shooters.
He's gonna throw at you in the off ball. Some people just better off the dribble. That's why James
Malik Beasley good off the dribble shooting? I don't see it too often.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Like you got to get a feel for the ball sometimes. I just can't just stand there waiting and get the ball and just.
I know what Jay's trying to say. Jay's trying to say some players actually need to move around, get a rhythm, like do something else than just spot up to catch.
So off ball movement, basically.
Not even off ball movement, but just per se of like getting a feel for the ball in general. Like when we play pickup and you run it up and down and you like, let me see that, and you do like a crossover, you go to the ball. Like he got to do something to get himself going. Type shit, like a bucket. Like some people can't just be like a spot up and turn it on and be ready. Like some people.
So does he do that often in Milwaukee? Because I don't see him do that too often either.
I don't know. It was for me to know.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I do understand Dre's perspective, but let's go look at the play style, how they play. He rarely does that. He probably did it in Minnesota because, to be honest, I didn't watch Minnesota when he had his career high. Because I wasn't, and if I did watch Minnesota, it wasn't for Malik Beasley. No disrespect to Malik Beasley, but
Malik Beasley, like he said, Malik Beasley is really a spot up. I don't see him being like no type of shot creator or anything like that.
I will say, to get back to the topic, personally, I would love to see Tatum win MVP, but I'm not mad at it. I would love to see him win it, but I know he's not winning it.
No, he's not.
I'm probably gonna go Jokic.
Hold on. What's the hate on Tatum?
No, I mean it's no hate, but he's like with the run-ins or how you got these. Come on, man. Like Tatum is not. I don't feel like Tatum is in the same bracket as Luka.
As far as what MVP run-ins?
MVP run-ins, SGA. Like he's not in that type of caliber of conversation right now.
I mean, but we're talking about MVP. We're talking about most valuable player.
That is cat.
The most valuable player.
Everyone knows I love SGA, but he in that count. He's in the same.
I know what King's trying to say. He's talking about based off of this
MVP on this season. Yeah, I get that though.
Tatum hasn't had like Tatum MVP. This is not an MVP season for Tatum.
But you plug in Tatum on OKC. He's averaging the same.
Yes,
because the other roles are diminished. So
that's my point. So he's in that conversation.
You say you put Tatum on OKC right now? A good team?
No,
he averages the same.
He averages 31, 32 points a game. You put Tatum on that team.
Well, I'm saying, are the rest of the people still going to be scoring?
Jay doesn't score. Chet would score. Luke Dort would still be a good player.
I like your point. I get what you're trying to get at, Dre. I like what you're trying to get at.
And I know that's what Dre's trying to get at. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Like
they do still score. Because Tatum's not ball dominant.
He doesn't distribute like Shea though.
Tatum rushed shots at times and all that.
You got to think about it. Tatum will be playing off ball, so he's not going to be the one that's going to be the main distributor like Shai is. If Tatum was a point guard, I could see that argument.
If you look at offensive leader stats,
because in that offense they don't need another off-ball player. They need somebody distributing the ball, but that can still score. And that's why Shea is so valuable in OKC.
Like Shea would pass
what Shay's doing. Shay's like, you get what I'm saying? Like
so take Joker off the team. You think you don't think the offense runs through Joker? He's a big man. He's a distributor on that team. Take him off that team. Where does Denver go?
I mean, back when they had Cousins,
but Denver,
they still had a fellow distributor in Jamal Murray.
But he's not the main distributor on that team.
Yeah.
No, they run the offense through Joker, but still, regardless of the fact, Joker does it all on that team. Joker is damn near the point guard. He's the center. He's like Joker's everywhere on that team, bro.
So you can't say the same for Tatum? Because I just said, he leads their team in rebounds and points.
Nah.
The team, yeah, but if you look at offensive leader stats, I think Jason Tatum is like what number 9? He's not even
offensive. What do you mean offensive leader stats?
I mean offensive,
rating and stuff.
Yeah. He's
That's
like
a nasty
9.
slope to go down. I'm telling you, don't use no offensive rated stats. That's nasty. Because you don't have some of the worst. You don't have some of the worst defenders in the league have the higher defensive ratings than some of the best defenders in the league. That's a nasty slope to go down.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
You got it.
But Tatum does a lot for that team too.
No, Tatum does do a lot for that team.
Could the Celtics win without Tatum, like a couple games?
We'll define a couple games. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you mean by a couple games? Like
right now, the first round, right? Like last year, you see who did y'all play last year? First round.
The Hawks.
The Hawks. Could y'all beat the Hawks without Tatum?
Yes.
Okay. Last year, could y'all beat that Cleveland?
What is the?
It depends. It depends. Is Dejounte Murray not going to show up again?
Are you talking about this team this year without Tatum?
No, Drreco said last year's first round. If you take Tatum off that team, does Boston still beat Atlanta? And I said, is Dejounte Murray still not going to show up? Because if he shows up, Boston loses. In my opinion.
Thing is this: without Tatum, y'all could still win. Y'all could still knock off a couple teams. Without Shea, them boys looking shaky.
I don't know about that.
First round.
They're looking shaky, bro.
I don't know.
The Celtics this year without Tatum will still be a top 4 seed in the East.
He's talking about last year too. I don't know about without Tatum.
So without
last year, I don't know if they get past the second round.
What Bray's trying to say with this year's team, y'all will be able to knock off teams without Tatum. That's what he was just trying to say. He was just trying to figure out the teams that y'all played last year and use them as an example. But
I don't know, because if we play Miami first round without Tatum, I don't know. That's a good series.
Miami knocking all y'all off though, so it really doesn't matter.
I mean,
so what about Cleveland?
Without Tatum, I don't think they would have beat Miami. No.
What about Cleveland? As the team's constructed now, without Tatum, Cleveland loses to Boston still?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all Boston's.
With Darius Garland still in and out of the lineup, yes, Boston is winning that series.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
I don't know about that. Who's the best player in that series?
Oh man.
It's clearly Mitchell.
Okay, who's the second best?
Donovan Mitchell.
Jaylen Brown.
JB.
Jaylen Brown.
The third best? I like personally, I like Mobley, but I like Mobley.
Porzingis.
Porzingis got to deal with Mobley and Allen. I don't know.
What does Allen do?
What? That was on the scene? Rim protector?
Okay.
He do everything Mobley do without the jump shot.
Okay, without the jump shot. So he ain't really getting no buckets out there, right? This is a game.
He does get buckets. What are you talking about?
This is a game of buckets.
I can tell you don't watch Cleveland, and it's okay because you sound crazy.
The Knicks bullied Cleveland last year. Like
the Knicks bully Cleveland. No, Jalen Brunson bullied them.
Who does he play for?
You know why? Because Garland choked.
Because Garland choked.
Oh my God.
Because D Mitchell choked.
So they're not choking this year.
No.
Donovan Mitchell been playing by himself.
The same way the Knicks choked against Miami last year. So your point is not valid.
Everybody choked against Miami last year.
If Cleveland and Boston matched up without Tatum, I'm not even gonna hold you. Y'all love y'all Derek White so much. You just throw Derek White on him and he's slow. I got a lot of bodies to throw at Mitchell to slow him down. Realistically,
that's what I'm saying.
We on the Celtics, bro.
We also gotta take in effect. Let's be real here. Jason Tatum is not efficient when the bright lights come on. He has his games, but let's be real here.
Thank you.
He's not as efficient as he could be when the bright lights come on.
Hey, so who be bringing y'all back in them games?
I digress.
Who brings us back?
It was Jaylen Brown and Smart bring y'all back in a couple of
What games? Because we're not about to sit here live on national television. What games are you talking about?
Are we talking about last season?
What games are you talking about? Because I can name up the 46-point game against Milwaukee when Tatum was not efficient. I can bring that game, but we're not about to sit here.
You ain't gonna bring up Tatum game, right?
I am. Because I'm gonna bring up how Brown went 4 for 12. What are we doing here? Stop this. Stop this nastiness, bro.
He's 6'10" and he light skinned and he ain't going to the paint.
And Jaylen Brown 6'6" with no left hand. What are we doing here?
The whole team.
Stop this. I'm tired of this Tatum disrespect. Stop this, man. This is nasty. This is nasty.
Listen. We're not
that's disrespectful. We just said y'all are able to win without Tatum.
No. I'm talking about Dre. Drreco trying to be nasty.
Best team, right? Best team, but he's not the MVP. Why is that?
Why is he the best player? Why is he not the MVP?
Yes.
Because the narrative is want Shea or Jokic to win. It's a narrative, which is why we had this topic.
No, but it's not
narrative.
She's not narrative.
Better than him this
It's not
season.
narrative.
It is a narrative. Klippz literally just said it earlier. It's because of the narrative.
Oh yeah,
technically,
for Joker, yes, for Joker, yeah. They want Joker.
And it's the same for Shea.
It's not.
And Shea, and now it's the same for Shea, but Shea deserves it because, like, I agree with you guys. Without Shea, no one expected but not even without Shea. Scratch that. No one expected OKC to be in this position. Fair. So I agree. Shea should get it or be one of the lead runners. But there is a narrative behind that too. There's always a narrative behind MVP. Just like there's a narrative that because Tatum's inefficient game and finals, I'll say, is still a reason why he's not being in the competition now. They've been speaking about this since the All-Star break. The reason why he's not there is because he has the better team, which now we're diminishing players for having a better team and has finals run. They keep bringing up what happened 2 years ago on Tatum.
Let me ask
there's always a narrative there.
Let me ask this: if Tatum wins a ring this year, you think he leads off next season MVP candidate number one?
No.
That's my whole point on the league of Joker. Joker's going to be number one again.
No, because you got Joel, you got Jokic. They're going to always go off of those two.
1A and 1B. They're going to be the top.
I mean,
but always going to be those two.
We talk
and
about
Luka. And Luka. The only reason why Luka's not in that same consistent top two, because he's always going to be in the conversation, but in the top two, like Jokic and Joel, is because of the winning. Because I was about to say, to get back to the MVP, if Dallas gets to that top 3 range, I think they're going to give it to Luka. I really think they're going to give it to Luka. He just has to win. He has all the numbers.
No, he does. He has all this.
He just has to win.
Hey, so listen. Tatum got the numbers and the winning, and he's still not.
So let's.
They got the numbers. They're not gonna. They like Luka's numbers better than they like Tatum.
So the last,
and they're gonna go back to the team thing, which is nasty, but it is what it is.
Luka's averaging like 30 plus.
The last couple years, each team that won the finals, I believe their player was in like the top 3, at least I want to say, and MVP votes for the next year after. Okay. With Jokic, I think Steph Curry was top 3. The year that Phoenix went to the finals, I believe
Chris Paul top 5.
Chris Paul was top 5. I do think he'll be in there. I would love to see it. I think the narrative, I definitely understand where y'all coming from with that. But, you know, when you got Shai over there averaging 31 a game and doing what he's doing for that team, they're not far off from Boston having the best record. So
it's literally LeBron D. Rose situation. In the sense of the team, they didn't expect the year Rose won MVP. People thought Chicago would be good in the playoffs, but they didn't expect them to win over 60 games. So then, and again, could you give it to LeBron? Could you give it to Jokic? Sure, but Shea deserves it if they stay on this course.
We'll see, man.
Shea does. Shea has been balling. He definitely will deserve it. If they stay on the course, for sure.
But moving on, fellas. Let's talk about it. Last what was it, 2 days ago? Thursday, I believe we had a matchup with the Suns and the Mavericks. Mavericks came out on top 123-113. Luka out of the top 5 in the MVP race right now. He had 41 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. Booker.
It's the Luka show.
5 and 8.
It's the Luka show.
I know we was talking about the biggest rivals last episode, so that was a pretty big matchup. Phoenix just couldn't pull it out, and I believe they just lost again last night.
Houston.
Yeah. So that playoff hunt is pretty tight right now for them guys.
Right now, though, right?
Was that Drreco?
Bill played?
No, he didn't play last night. He didn't play last night or the game against Dallas. He has a hamstring. That man just banged. He just hurt. It's a hamstring. I think he has an orbital situation. His back. Like he just injured all over the place, man.
Yep.
It sucks. But that's kind of the thing KD's been dealing with the last couple of years with a big three. They just can't stay healthy.
Let me ask y'all this. Who would y'all consider the 1A on Phoenix? 1A, 1B?
1A, 1B?
Booker.
KD. Booker
and KD.
But the beauty of it is they play so similar in the sense of
they do.
Of an offensive scheme and shot creating. Yeah, well, it's like if one get hot, you got the reins.
So who y'all got as the 1A on that team? Who y'all going down at the meat and potatoes of the game for a good 5 to 6 point run with a minute left? Y'all down. Who y'all going with?
Booker.
Damn. I will go with.
I would say that's a
tough one. They play similar.
It's KD, man.
KD's a dog. Booker.
I'll say this. I'll go with Booker. But if I need a game-winning shot or game-tying shot,
I'll go KD, bro. I'm going KD, bro.
Klippz. Why you going with Booker?
I just feel like he's like Kate. My thing is like, yes, KD's the more unstoppable player. Yes, he's 7 foot, got the hand. He's the 3-level scorer, he's 3-level assassin. We get it. But it's just something about Devin Booker game. Like he hungry, he gonna give me the ball, he gonna get to where he need to get to his spots. We witnessed this multiple times already. Like how many times we witnessed this man?
Are they being Curry and them boys in the playoff? Now put it back on the Zoom on the big screen. I want that question.
Don't ask me that question. That's what is coming. So
that's why I want you with the big screen to answer, so everyone on live television can see your answer.
I'm not going against.
He's biased on that. He's biased
Jordan.
on that.
Ain't nobody beating my GOAT. So
that's why I want him on the big screen. Give him his little 30 seconds of why Curry is the GOAT.
We're gonna wash him full.
That's a topic. That's a topic for another day. We gonna get in deep if we get into that.
Hey, Devin Booker, the best shooting guard in the league.
Who?
Huh?
Devin Booker's the best shooting guard in the league?
Right now, yes.
Nah, I got D Mitch, but I just want to hear people's thoughts.
What?
Donovan Mitchell's the best shooting guard in the league.
Donovan Mitchell is tough.
Drreco, who you got last minute of the game down 6? Who you giving the rock to? Devin Booker or KD?
I'm giving it to Durant, bro. You know, Booker was tripping on double teams and pickup, right?
Come on, man.
He let Brunson
go high.
KD a dog, man.
Man, KD is different, man. KD don't even brush his hair right. That boy is nothing but ball to him, boy. Ball.
KD said it himself in his hoop board. I'm like Freddie Jason. That track he got with Sally, man. KD different, man.
Gotta listen to that for sure.
King, who you got? You rocking with KD?
I got KD, man. KD's a dog, bro. His stats speak for himself. He's been there. He's been in clutch moments numerous of times. Like, that's what he do, bro. He changes. You give KD the ball, you know, when it's down to the wire, he's gonna make something happen, bro. He has been. It's been proven. You know what I'm saying? I done seen. You know, I'm not taking anything away from Devin Booker as well. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog. You know, all in himself. But to me, KD he just takes those tough shots, and you know.
I'll happily let Booker cook that last minute or so, and when the game's tight, I need the last minute shot. Thank you, Book. I'm handing this over to KD for the game winner.
Yeah.
This is that simple, man.
It's that simple.
But I'm still picking Booker though, because you know, Booker get going, that man can go from 20 to 50 in a minute.
Quick, yeah.
And that's the beauty that Phoenix has, is like they can go either way. And for a defense, is like you gotta just pick your poison at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anybody going. I agree with all you guys, but I will pick KD. And it's nothing against Booker, but KD, talking about a 7-footer who could put the ball on the floor, who could put the ball in the hoop, shooting at a high clip, got a little dribble, could back you down in the mid post, take you out from outside in the deep three, take you down low on the block. I mean, he could do it all.
Booker does the same thing.
I mean, he could, but it's nothing against Booker.
It's honestly the size.
The only difference is size. Like, what are we talking about?
Which is a big difference in the NBA, though. I'm not mad at that.
You can't see it. And ages, too, because Devin Booker's younger.
But it's not a
but KD still got the goods.
You know what the difference is, too? KD's been in more moments. KD's has more clutch performances than Devin Booker. He's been in
the league longer. He's been in the league longer.
But that ain't got nothing to do with right now. I will say this: I'm clearly taking KD's shoes over Devin Booker's.
Yeah, not with that on the line. I don't need that.
Booker give you 60 in a loss, bro. What are we talking about here?
You said what happened?
Booker give you 60 in a loss, bro. All that score,
Booker give you 60 in a...
Yeah, I mean, Booker.
Huh?
Has KD even dropped 60? What are we talking about?
He'll still win.
Oh, that don't even that don't even matter.
How many times has KD dropped a high number and lost? Like we're not like that happens.
I doubt as much. I doubt it's as much as Booker. Booker scored 71.
He's got a worse team.
Huh?
Look at the statistical teams KD's been on to drop these numbers, and look at the teams Booker has had to drop these numbers. Let's be for real.
The West was way worse back when KD was young in OKC, was it not?
What?
Yes,
the West had a number 2.
No. I can't get with you on that, Drake. We had this argument in the previous episode. KD's OKC finals run. He went through some tough teams, but the West was still tough back then.
No.
I can't get with you on that one.
The year before that. I'm talking about before he joined Golden State. Them teams is going against was tough out there.
Oh, of course. I'm saying I never said they wasn't, but he still. My thing is, where you said Devin Booker dropped 70 with losses. The loss don't mean nothing because he didn't have a team to compete with. That's my whole point.
But this year he dropped 60 and lost, right? With a team to compete with, right?
Hey, it happened.
Okay.
But the same numbers you talking about, right? There's been a team to help him get there, right?
Huh?
Every trip, right? Has KD had a team?
So put them on the big screen, man.
What team did KD have where he was by himself and was still scoring and they was winning? None, right? None.
But these ones on the big screen, they're in the ring.
He went from OKC with Russell and James Harden. Yes, he had great clutch moments, cool, but he still had 2 people to back him up.
We talking about 6-man James Harden? With an all-time 6-man. We talking about choking earlier, right?
You say talk about the 6-man?
What are we talking about here?
Bro, you understand what's been successful, bro. Don't do that. This man had Chris Paul waiting in them. They was up 2-0 in the finals.
How many years were they there? How many years were they there? And was that team still not young?
That team was the best team in the West.
How old was Ayton?
It was the number 1 team in the West.
Listen to what I'm saying. Your third option on that team that you're talking about was a nigga who did not want to. Excuse my language, Pace. So I mean, sorry to the people who are watching.
No, you good. Keep going.
Right? Chris Paul. Okay, Chris Paul was how old? How old? The next
top 5 MVP voting.
Stop playing.
That team in the West.
The 1 year. The 1 year. They was only good 1 year. What?
You know he got to be good for 1 year.
Talking about Ayton and Chris Paul. Where's Ayton now? What? The same stuff that got Stop.
That's on them, bro. So he didn't have help, but he's number 1 in the West. What are we talking about here? No help, but he's number 1 in the West. Did he win MVP that year? Was he in the race? No. They were talking about Chris Paul, though. They wasn't talking about Booker.
When was they talking about Chris Paul?
When was they talking about Chris Paul?
They was talking about Chris Paul, the reason why they changed that team with Booker.
The MVP race. Peso just said that.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Not Booker. What was Booker?
And they went where? Okay, so
and they got to the finals. Which is your point.
Where did they go?
Huh?
When Devin Booker got help, where did they go?
To the finals.
Okay.
So you keep pushing. He did have help, but he had help. He
that
had
1 year. That 1 year.
Okay.
You said Devin Booker got 60s and 70s. He had no help. Out of Devin Booker's whole career, right? How many years did they have like, let's be for real. How many years did they have
in a row?
Huh?
They was a top 5 team 2 years in a row.
That's it. 2 years. To KD's whole career. To KD's whole industrial career, where he's had a team that was what?
So how old was Russ and all them when they went to the finals? They ain't have no vets, none of that. They was still a young team.
How much was Russ averaging that year? How much was James Harden averaging that year? It doesn't matter.
Russ wasn't a superstar, right? At that time, he wasn't a superstar. He's going against LeBron, Chris Bosh.
You said Russ wasn't a superstar? You said Russ wasn't a superstar. So at that time,
no, he wasn't a superstar at that time.
He wasn't doing triple double.
He was a star. He was a star
in the league, though, right?
Who?
At 2011, Russ?
I don't know. He's not the top 5 point guard in the league.
Russ was
at that time. I don't know. 2010, 2011.
There was a point where Russell Westbrook, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a point while they was together where Russell Westbrook started taking more shots, started taking.
But that was way after. That was after the finals.
Okay.
What he's talking about?
Young.
I don't know. Was Russell top 5 point guard when they went to the finals that year? I don't know.
Russell Westbrook was definitely a top 5 point guard.
Chris Paul.
Russ was a dog.
D Rose.
D Rose. You had I'm trying to think. Was
Curry was in there.
No, Curry was in top 5.
Curry until after that.
Chris Paul, D Rose,
Chris Paul, D Rose,
John Wall. John Wall was one yet? I don't
Westbrook.
I don't know if John Wall was there yet.
Probably Michael Conley.
Nah, I can't think of it right now. I'm trying to think. Was Darren Williams still playing at the time?
Who?
Darren Williams.
He was washed by then, bro. He was washed. But Russell Westbrook was a top 5 point guard.
He probably was by default.
It had to be Russell.
We'll see. I have to double check. He was a superstar now. He was a superstar. He was a star player. But they had OKC definitely had vets on that team because Nick Collison was a vet. Steven, I would say Steven.
Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher. You had Nick Collison, Kendrick Perkins.
They had veterans. What are we talking
Nick Collison to LeBron James, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. D Wade already left before.
We're not comparing the veterans to LeBron though.
We're not comparing them.
You want to tell me about Nick Collison? Who is Nick Collison? Tell me Nick Collison.
A veteran.
You
just said a veteran.
Leader.
Yeah, but just because he's a veteran player doesn't mean he was impactful.
Udonis Haslem was
No, I'm not. So let me correct me from all clips. He's not saying just because he's a veteran he was impactful to them winning. He's just saying they had vets on the team, which matters for the locker room and X, Y, and Z.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But that's what I'm just clarifying that they did have veterans.
Devin Booker was jumping heavily on Boston in that locker room. Who was the veteran that he had to go to?
Oh, I know the veteran. He had Earl Watson. Whoa, that was his coach.
That was his coach.
I'm trolling. He had Tyler Eulis.
5'7" point guard.
Get out of here.
Be for real.
Chris
Stop talking about this. Are we being for real here? He was playing with Bismack Biyombo. What are we talking about? Let's be for real.
Okay.
What was?
Let me ask you. That Heat team wasn't better than that Milwaukee team.
Which Milwaukee team?
That Milwaukee team that beat the Suns.
Of course, you had LeBron, Wade, Bosh. Yeah.
We're comparing
the
best player.
But OKC's team was better than Phoenix's team too.
You're comparing the best player. The one time he matched up with the best player in the world. The one time he matched up with the best player in the world.
All you need is that one.
But OKC's team was better than Phoenix's team too, by miles.
What are we talking here? What are we
Phoenix
talking about?
Oh, Devin Booker, Chris Paul. They was the best team. OKC was the best team in the West that year.
Yes,
Phoenix
they
was the best team in the West.
What?
They were the best team.
He wasn't the best team in the league when they went to. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?
Because people went to the finals.
Are you really serious right now?
Stop it.
Are you serious right now? Are you literally sitting? Okay.
We can check it.
I love it. Hey, if y'all don't do anything else, if y'all don't watch the full video, that's fine.
Okay.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. This is what we do here, man. We in the jungle, man.
Yes, sir.
There's no time for the weekend on this podcast, man. Only the strong survive.
Call it out. I encourage everybody to like the channel and subscribe, man. I love the energy. But we gotta move on, fellas. Love it. Lakers and the Warriors. I'm not even going to talk about the last game that they had on Thursday. LeBron James wasn't there, unfortunately. Warriors came out on top. We don't have to really get into that. But
I didn't. That's the one game that day I didn't catch because
I didn't catch that one.
I knew Golden State was going to win, and I knew LeBron wasn't playing. But I will say Kyrie was cooking in that Dallas Phoenix game. They looked pretty good.
Jelly.
I was surprised that they started Lively over Gafford. I know he has the broken nose, so he has face mask and whatnot, but I think Gafford's going to help Lively a lot, learning how to be that law threat, be more polished as the big man. So, I love what Dallas did great at the deadline, getting pieces they need. Like PJ Washington said, it's the first team I ever in my career in the NBA I had a 7-game winning streak with. So I feel bad for them Charlotte Hornet fans, but I think this is good for Dallas. Dallas can make us Say it's run. They know on like an 8-game win streak.
What
say about the last topic, and I'm done. I won't say nothing else again. Right? That same OKC team that you're talking about, right? They finished when they went to the finals. The regular season record was 47-19. Right? They was expected to go 46-20.
What was it? They were the second seed, right?
Was they okay? Like I said,
they was the best team in the West.
They was the second seed. Yeah, they was the second seed. They were the second seed.
Who was the number 1 seed?
To who?
Spurs.
By how many games?
And they beat the Spurs and they beat the Lakers.
And they beat the Spurs in how many games? And they beat the Spurs in how many games?
Was it 5? Was it 5? If I'm not mistaken. Was it 5 or 6?
Oh, the Spurs. That's all I said. It was no.
They beat the Spurs. They beat the Spurs.
Oh yeah, I know. They beat them in what? 6, right?
The Spurs 4-2.
6, right?
So they beat the Lakers, Mavs, and the Spurs. If I'm not mistaken.
They beat the Spurs. Look. They swept Dallas. They beat the Lakers in 5, and then they beat the number 1 seed the Spurs. They beat them in 6.
Okay, in 6, right?
Stop.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the favorite episode in the past. How I did say KD and OKC did have a tough team to go against, and I was argued against that he wasn't. Thank you, Klippz, for just pulling that out for me. You know.
So they swept the old Lakers, right? They swept the old Spurs.
They old. They literally just won the chip 2 years ago. Let him finish.
Hey, so I apologize for going back a topic. I apologize.
Peso.
Right? That same number, the Spurs, they finished only 2 games above OKC. So can you really say that they were?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's still the best team though.
Next team.
2 games is still 2 games though.
Hey, listen. Y'all want to talk about L host, man? Y'all all about to get sent to hell. We got to move on, fellas. We could say that topic for another time.
Please.
A 67 win team, bro.
I'll peacefully sleep. Y'all woke me up today. Let's
Lakers
go.
and the Warriors, fellas.
Turn me up.
Who y'all trust more heading into the postseason?
What you say? Who?
Lakers and the Warriors. Y'all see it down below.
It's the lesser of 2 evils at this point.
I can't speak on that topic.
Why we can't speak on it, Musa? Klippz?
I'm a biased man, so I'm not.
I did say in the past though, I would love to see the Warriors make it just for Curry. I actually would like to see Curry in the playoffs.
So I won't speak on it.
It's the lesser of 2 evils. I trust the Lakers more, only for the simple fact they have LeBron and AD.
I trust their pieces.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's really the only thing. Now the Warriors do have a weaker schedule to end off the end into the postseason, so that will help.
That will help. Chances. A lighter schedule, but
I don't.
I do recall, Klippz, the energy was a little bit different. Maybe episode 1 or 2 of the podcast when we brought up the Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah. But what I say, I can't only speak for Steph because them pieces ain't hitting right now. It's not my fault.
Who's not hitting right now for the Warriors?
Ain't cooking? Kaminga ain't cooking?
Oh, yeah, I love Pod. Who you say?
Kaminga,
GP's back. Clay's finding his rhythm coming off the bench.
Is Clay really finding his rhythm?
We're not going to talk.
We have one good game off the bench.
No.
We have 1 or 2 good games off the bench. Be for real.
We're not going to talk about Clay.
Hold on. Let's talk about it, though.
How many games has he had off the bench?
Let's talk about it. It's not even about good games.
Clay's washed. We ain't nothing to talk about. Clay's washed.
He has been having more production for that team since he's been put on that bench role.
He had 1 game.
The one game
he's still washed. It is what it is. Clay,
what game is this?
On Utah.
Utah's not a bad. Utah's decent, but still, Clay's still washed. They are decent.
Yo, listen, my boy said Clay is washed.
Utah is decent. They're not trash.
They're not in the playoff race.
They're decent. They have decent pieces that compete. They have Keontae George, Colin Sexton.
Back to the back to the top.
Walker Kessler. They have decent pieces.
I trust the Lakers a little bit more because their pieces are just a little bit like they have a motor a little bit. Like we seen before the All-Star break, D'Angelo Russell caught fire. It looked like AR-15 is starting to play like himself again. Like it with me, I feel like the Lakers was just slow this season and coaching didn't help. Whether the Warriors just didn't they don't have defense right now. Draymond Green came back, so their defense rating is going up, yes. But they just now they're starting to find their foot in. But is it going to be enough for the playoffs. Nah, like I'm not expecting Kuminga to be like Jordan Poole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember when Jordan Poole, like last year before he left, he got the whole punch situation. He was that 18 points off the game consistently. Like, I don't think Kuminga's gonna have that this year. I think that'd be like a next year when the season is fresh. He gets like this is Kuminga's footing season. Like, you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So can we not sit here and say OKC not having experience, they could lose to either Golden State or Lakers in the first round?
OKC, can it happen? Can it happen? Yes.
Right now, the way the playing set up, the Lakers and the Warriors will play each other for the elimination game.
Okay. If they go, I'll say this. Depend if OKC, if the Lakers beat Warriors, right, and it's the Lakers and OKC, the Lakers are probably.
I got Lakers.
The Lakers will win that. But if OKC go up against Golden State, I'm gonna say it's a toss up. But I wouldn't be like I wouldn't be mad seeing OKC win because I can tell that they're the more younger team. They're hungry. They play way better defense.
Let's talk about Minnesota as well as the Clippers. I mean, the Clippers are pretty healthy for right now, but let's talk about Minnesota. They had their first year of experience in the playoffs last year, but if they go up against, I think that's a good matchup. The Lakers and I would pick the Lakers to trust more just because of the versatility with AD and LeBron James. If the Lakers play OKC, I got the Lakers probably in about 6, just because Chet ain't going to be able to do anything with AD down low on that block. They're too thin. OKC is just way too thin. But if we're talking about Minnesota now,
Lakers don't want to see
Minnesota now.
They don't want to see Minnesota. They don't want that kind of problem.
Ooh.
I think there'll be some calm. I'm not going to go with Minnesota.
Matchup wise, they don't want to see that matchup wise.
I feel like the Lakers, if they match up with Minnesota, I got the Lakers.
Wait. What's the matchup? What's the matchup? Lakers versus Minnesota.
That's what we're going to get to. You think LeBron James is going to guard Ant?
Hell yeah!
No.
Hell yeah!
LeBron is not guarding Anthony Edwards. He might guard him in some few possessions when the game's close, but toward the game though.
Let's hear these matchups. Let's hear them.
I'm just saying, based on the teams, I think D'Angelo Russell's inconsistent. He's up in the air. Now, if he's gonna show up, then sure. Don't make that face. D'Angelo Russell's inconsistent.
Okay, I put shooting guards.
Hold on. I'm talking about as an overall team, as the matchup. I'm not talking about individual matchup. I'm talking about team.
You said D'Angelo Russell's consistent?
I say inconsistent.
Okay.
Oh, you say inconsistent.
I'm taking
Russell and inconsistent don't go together.
I'm taking inconsistent D'Lo over Michael Conley.
But they're not asking Michael Conley to score. They're asking him to facilitate.
But they're gonna ask Michael Conley to defend Russell.
And that's not gonna be an issue because Russell don't even be trying to score.
He will against that little boy.
Nah. But I'm not talking about individual on the court. I'm talking about just team versus team. I don't think the Lakers want to see Minnesota. I think they'd rather have OKC. And this is the main reason why. The front court. OKC don't got no front court. The biggest weakness is the front court. Chet can't, there's only so much Chet can do. He can't do much against AD. With at least Minnesota, they can throw Rudy against him. They can throw Towns. They have a bigger front court. Then they have wing defenders, which OKC doesn't have. Then you have Ant, Ant is Ant, right? So it's like, as a matchup wise, they don't. I think they'll rather see. Yeah, exactly. I think they'd rather see OKC. Plus, I think Minnesota has a better bench than OKC. So, and the question is Vanderbilt is even going to be healthy for that postseason? Because I still think he's still dealing with that, and he's a knee or foot injury. So I think for the Lakers, I think they'll rather play OKC than Minnesota. Now, they're both young teams, so with the savviness of the Lakers, they can, of course, they can beat them. Would I be surprised if they beat them? No. I just believe they would prefer OKC opposed to Minnesota.
I mean, another reason why I'm going with LA too, because I don't think that lineup with Draymond Green at the 5 is going to work in the playoffs. When you go against Rudy Gobert, I don't give a. Hopefully, you don't get choked.
You can't say that. Yeah, like choke him again, man.
Football, he played on.
I mean.